I don't know. I was flabbergasted, I guess, because honestly, I didn't think nothing much of it. I thought it was just, just going right through. And then the officer seemed real nice and friendly. He seemed like a cool guy. Then he ruined he ruined my entire year and now a couple years of my life because of it. They found no drugs. They found nothing. They tried to say it was drug money. They went through my phone. They found no evidence of any kind of drug, anything.
This is Michael Sanchez-Ratliff, a 21-year-old Chicago resident. He was traveling to California in March of 2014 to spend time with family when the car he was in was stopped near Council Bluffs for traveling 5 miles over the speed limit.
We got pulled over around 4 o'clock. The officer, he went to the driver's side. He was talking to the driver.
Yeah, come on back to the rear vehicle. I'll get you out of here. I got to write you out that warning, all right?
He was trying to be chatty, and, I'm talking because I don't see no problem. And then I guess he asked the driver to search. He pulled the driver out the car, and then they start talking.
There you go, bud. Hey, just make sure you slow down. This is a warning, okay? And there's back all your information, all right? Just make sure you slow down.
But the stop quickly progressed into much more. After issuing the warnings to driver Leonardo Gonzalez, Deputy Miller began asking questions about the trip, discovering what he believed to be discrepancies in Gonzalez's and Ratliff's stories.
That's fine, don't worry about it, Leo. Yeah, I understand. Hey, do you have any questions?
No.
No, okay. Hey, can I ask you a couple questions?
Yeah.
Okay, you don't have anything illegal inside the vehicle?
No.
Okay.
Nothing.
No drugs?
No.
Oh, no drugs? Okay. Can I search the vehicle?
Sure.
Okay. I'm going to go up and ask him the same thing. Can I just have you sit back here for a second?
Then he's like, all right, while I'm searching, I'm going to search the car. He's like, do you have anything? I'm like, yeah, I have my backpack. I have a backpack and a bag of clothes. He's searching the car. When he goes through it, he finds my money in my backpack. I told him at first it was like $10,000, because I didn't tell him what was in the safety box. And then he was like, all right, well, give me the keys to your thing. I'm going to open up the safety box, because what was out was 10 grand. And then inside was, the other 10. So when he opens it up, he's like, oh, all this money right here. And then he's like, all right, well, he calls for backup, and then he's like, all right, well, you guys aren't going nowhere. I was nervous and a little scared. I was like, all right, what's gonna go on here? And then the backup came, and then they put me in the back of the squad car.
I'm going to read your Miranda rights, okay? But you do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say will be used against you.
They start talking to each other, and then he's like, all right, well, we're taking you in. And I'm like, am I being arrested? He's like, no, you're being detained. I don't know how that kind of works out. If I'm not being arrested, then why are you taking me? He's like, well, we believe this is drug money and this and that. They just try to say it was drug money. They take me in, they take me through the back so I can go directly into the interview room. And then one of the troopers, he calls his sergeant, and then they all start gathering around. The detectives get there. There's at least maybe 10 cops outside the door. When I leave, there are 10 cops, 2 on each side. They're all surrounding me. They told me that, I wasn't gonna get my money back. And then the officer asked if he could see my phone. I was like, all right, here. I thought nothing of it. And he's like, yeah, I'm keeping this. You're not gonna get this back until you come to court. And then he started going through my phone because it was already unlocked. He starts going through my pictures and such. He starts going through everything, and I was like, you need a warrant to do that. And he's like scrolling away, doing what he's doing. After that, I asked him how was I gonna get home, because I figured that if I could get, at least to get enough money to get home, because they took literally everything, But he said since you weren't being defiant or anything like that, then, you're go ahead to take, a couple $100s, so that way you can get home.
Sanchez can be heard on the video telling officers that the money was from working as a hotel valet. He also says a chunk came from his grandmother. The money, Sanchez told the Register, was intended to help him possibly relocate and attend school in California if the visit with his family went well.
I was real upset. I was so excited to see California, and then bam, dreams crushed right there. With not even a whole day passed. The entire year after that was just a big struggle and hassle, because then in my apartment, I had to sleep on an air mattress that my grandmother bought for me. you know, because she was like, all right, well, what happened to all the money? And then I told her, and then she was, you know, she was pretty angry with me. When I first told her, she, you know, at first she couldn't believe it. She was like, what, you know, what'd you spend it all on, you know? And then I was like, this really happened, you know, when I see you, I'll show you the papers, you know, that the police gave me. Honestly, I thought it was just gonna be one court hearing and then bam, I get it back. And then, you know, reality smacked me in the face, and it turns out it wasn't like that. I was frustrated and angry, you know? I was like, man, you know, I'm like finally, my first apartment, you know, my first time living on my own, and it's a bad experience. I ended up getting evicted.
The money was ultimately seized, and Sanchez spent much of the next 8 months and roughly $7,000 in attorney costs before Iowa District Court Judge Richard Davidson ordered the money returned.
So I'm gonna keep, you know, I'm gonna use that money I got. I'm gonna either buy a business, you know, and start my own business, or go to school and then go to stocks and, you know, learn the business.
Will you travel with it anymore?
No, no, I learned my lesson about that. Unless I'm keeping it in a plastic card that says Chase, I'm not carrying that money nowhere with me. Don't walk around with too much money or the police will take it.